Hi everybody, welcome to Manga Palate. This is the show where I, PCCA Luna, here with my co-host.
Manga Chef Isaiah.
Yeah, watch, read, play the thing, and then talk about it. You know, whatever it happens to be. I got to pick. Can you say it? It shouldn't be hard.
Gal Gohan.
There you go. You did it. You did it. I
You,
love you,
you never
buddy.
said
Good
I
job.
couldn't
You
do
did it.
it.
You nailed it.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's been a lot of times where I was like, "This is free," and then you proved me wrong. Uh, so yeah. All right. Anyway, God Gohan is a manga. So yeah, it's also over.
We
If
don't do a
you've
lot of
listened
manga
to
now I
the,
think about it.
because the thing is, I want them to be done. Because if they're not done, then we have to come back to it at some point.
Oh yeah, that'd be weird.
And that's the thing that's like kind of, shitty. But hey, this one's done, so that's why I was waiting for it to finish. If you listen to the end bits that we do, after the actual episode, you might have heard me mention this a few times. So, yeah, what is God Gohan, Isaiah?
It's Actually, is it a harem? I think it's a romance.
It's a romance. It
It's like a
borders on
romance comedy
harem. But
thing,
yeah,
where the
it's a love
teacher,
triangle, basically.
hmm where the teacher starts a cooking club to help a
Yeah.
student.
So he's a home economics teacher, is the thing.
Mhm.
He's the home economics teacher, and then there's one student who's just really bad at everything. And the principal was like, you know what? Since you suck at literally everything, and you've even fucked up the makeup classes, how about you just make cookies? It shouldn't be hard. Professor Yabe, help her do it, and he's like, I got this. That's how it starts,
Yeah.
essentially.
He's just like, I got it. I'll help her not
Yeah,
fail
yeah.
school as
I
a
got
teacher.
this. I got this. It's written by a mangaka who goes by the name of Taiyo Mari. Mari is implicitly a woman's name, so I'm just gonna guess it's a lady. And she's done one other manga. She's Kijo Senshi Mokupa-san, and she's like worked in anthology stuff. So yeah. Actually, no, wait. There's one more. But it's wild. It's Ogon no Sui Kenshi. It's the whole thing. But yeah. So this is their more recent thing, and it's went for a while because it got serialized in Young Animal, like Hakusensha in 2016. So it started on December
So wait,
3rd,
was this
2016.
made for kids like teenagers?
Yeah, it's a seinen manga. It's older. It's not. It's
This
not.
has a lot of
I wouldn't say. Yeah, it's not kids. It's like older guys.
that's like
Seinen is
college
like.
all kids.
Yeah. Seinen is like college and adults,
Oh,
but men specifically, as opposed to josei manga.
oh,
Shonen manga is for young boys, right?
mhm,
And shoujo manga is for young girls, right?
mhm.
Okay. So if you're still into manga but want a different kind of vibe because you've gotten older, you have josei and seinen. And josei is older women and seinen is older men.
Okay, so it's just
This
like
context just means like adults.
okay, it's like
Yeah.
young adults.
Yeah, basically our age demographic.
Okay,
Uh,
because I was thinking like this
and
shouldn't
it
be for
nailed it.
teenagers, but
It's not. I mean, it's not in. A Young Animal's not a kid manga company. They publish seinen manga
uh,
magazine for older men. They publish like Bra Girl and like Iromon Girl and like some other shit that's like you know.
adult stuff. Got it.
Yeah. They recently started putting out Orewa Loricon Janai, which if you haven't read that, oh, that title says a lot, doesn't it?
I heard lolicon,
Uh,
so
Not a lolicon, shut up, basically, is the title.
is it him coming to terms with that he's a lolicon?
No, it's he marries a woman in the future and she like well, no, there's a woman who's in love with him and like couldn't express her feelings to him. So she figured out how to go back in time, and she went back in time to her body at like 11, and is like, "I'm gonna make you love me, even though I'm 11." And he's like, "I don't want to touch a child," and she's like, "I'll make you touch a child, because damn it, I'm not letting anyone else touch you." And that's the whole thing.
Which is kind of related to what we're talking about today.
I mean, hey, the "do you touch the child" is kind of the entire thing of this manga, except she's not 11, she's 16.
She was 16. I
Um,
thought she was like 17 when it
Seven,
first started,
she in it first starts, she's in her second year, so she's like 16, 17. Because when it
mm.
finishes, she graduated.
And
So
she's
she's like
18.
17, 18.
Yeah.
17, 18. The actual coming of age, because he makes the joke, right? When she says, "Oh, so then can I ask you out when I graduate?" And he goes, "I don't want to touch a minor." It's because in Japan, you're not considered an adult until you're 20.
That was the thing.
So
Okay.
that's why I'm like, it makes no difference. You're a child either way, whether you're 1 year older or not. Makes no difference. Yeah, hatachi is the what they call being 20. It's like the age where you get accepted into society as an adult.
So it's more like a society thing. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of dirty. It's not gross, but it's kind of dirty.
Yeah, it's not the
I mean,
worst thing.
dude, last week we talked about porn, so like this is nowhere near that bad. This is about as bad as 2W, maybe a little more aggressive than 2W.
I say it's about the same.
Like that's, I mean, maybe a little bit, because in 2W they were at least the same age, right? In this
Yeah.
one, they're like actively competing to convince this adult man to sleep with the teenager.
And the
And
friends
like,
are in on it too.
oh
Like
yeah,
her friends
okay.
are just
So
like, "Go on, don't you want to?"
what to talk about? So there's three main people, right? It's the teacher, the home economics teacher, Shinji Abe. Is Miku Okazaki, who's like the main girl, the one on all the covers and shit. It's Koharu Fujiwara, who is like the student council president and 1 year older than Okazaki. And that's like the main three. Then like halfway through, someone Yabe went to college with, Nagisa Shirahama, shows up.
Mm-hmm.
It's like he has her two friends, it's Suburaya and Oishi, who are like just standing there. They also help out Fujiwara that one time. They're just like walking around and talking about her writing the speech for her graduation thing.
They were like, "She
Um,
is cool." Wow.
yeah, I mean, yeah, you know, they hang out for a bit. But yeah, so, and also there's the upperclassman Okazaki had, Maki. Her name is never fully given. She just refers to her as Maki Senpai, right? And there's also her. She shows up
At
like
the
two or
end.
three times. She shows up like two or three times, like once in the beginning and once in the end.
Oh.
Where like the first time she meets him and Okazaki's talking to her, and she goes like, yeah." Well, I would say maybe a third time technically, when Okazaki's talking about why she ended up a gal. But anyway, she like meets her, and then she says, "Hey, so I have this thing for a guy." It's like, "Okay, how's it going?" It's like, "Not great. Why don't you try like pushing your tits on him?" It's like, "Nah, it's not. That didn't work."
Oh, her. Oh yeah.
And she goes like, I don't,
That works on everybody.
I don't, I
Oh
don't
wait.
know. Just jump him." And that's what she says.
And she was like, "I
And
already did that."
no, no, she's like, "Put your boobs on him," and then she goes like, "I mean, all right, that didn't work. Fuck." That's when she goes, "Just fuck him." No, like actually, just fuck him.
And she's like, "Okay."
She goes like, "I don't know if I could do that." And Maki's like, "Well, shit, I don't know then. I literally have no help then, because if you tried putting your tits on him and that didn't work, and like you tried kissing him and there was no way that was gonna work, all I could say is fuck him. And if you're not gonna fuck him, then I don't know. I don't know what you want me to tell you." She's like, and that's kind of the whole conversation.
She's I guess it's basically just like force them into it, which is horrible. But
Mm, mm. Yeah, Okazaki's super aggressive, because that's like her whole thing, and she's like, "Oh, I like him for real, so I'm gonna try my hardest to make sure he recognizes my feelings." So that's kind of the whole manga. And Fujiwara shows up and also has similar feelings, and then that's a thing. And Shirahama joins like slightly less than halfway through.
she was in on the
Um,
beginning.
she's been there earlier. Yeah, that was kind of the thing. Is her whole thing was, we went to college together. I liked him back then. I never told him. But that was that. And I was like, okay. And like, really, it's just the three of them trying to get Yabe to go in one direction or another. And in the end, there's a winner, because and it's the first girl. Because why isn't it? Why wouldn't it be, right?
Yeah. Don't they try too
One of the
hard?
few,
I mean, they
one of
want to
the
be a
few
manga,
occasions.
right? But
One of the few occasions where I don't really mind it. Okazaki's cool. I
yeah,
like Okazaki. She has an actual personality,
she
like
actually helps
emotions and
the
stuff.
competitive. The
Yeah,
competitors.
she does. She is such a nice girl. She went to Fujiwara and was like, "Hey, Fujiwara, tell him how you feel." And she's like, "What? I don't. No, shut up." And it's like, "No, it's important to get your feelings out there. All right, like be honest with your heart." And then Fujiwara's just like, at that point, Fujiwara hadn't fully decided where she was at yet. But I was like, that's very cool of you. Instead of being shitty about it, I want to fight on a fair field. It's all good. But yeah, so that's cool of her. Most of the time the first girl's super boring. Okazaki's all right. She
Yeah.
was gonna win, but by the time you get towards the end, like chapter 55, you're
You
like,
knew?
oh okay, yeah, it's decided. Yeah, I kind of knew already by the time it gets to like 55.
I knew when
Uh,
he like rejected the.
that's 57. That's right after.
Uh,
I knew a little bit before that because I was like, there's no way he's gonna go out with Fujiwara.
when he was talking
So
to the person from his college.
yeah, yeah, and
Uh,
when he's talking to Shirahama, I was like,
yeah,
yeah, that's it.
because he
That's
just
it.
said, "Oh, I just want to wait" or whatever.
Yeah. And I was like, yeah, that's it. We're done. We're done.
But I'm pretty sure he would. It wouldn't really matter.
He had to debate himself for a while, but
The whole manga.
they are a child. Is that cool? No, because at first he just doesn't believe it. That's the thing. It's not that he even considered it.
He was like, "Oh, she's
Is like
joking."
they're a child. That's a funny joke, small child. Which goes back to the conversation I had with another friend who was reading this when it was still running, which is like the crux of it is it's going to be Okazaki, like that's already in the cards. The crux of this is actually going to be, is he cool with the fact that she's so much younger than him? That's the actual line, because there's a bunch of chapters where he goes like, "Oh, she's such a kid," and I'm like, that's not good.
Yeah, he's not seeing her. Blah blah.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah, because she's a minor, so like, And I was like,
But he
I'm
was
all
like
for.
basically dating her the whole time.
I'm all. I guess I don't know.
In my opinion, it,
I don't.
it seemed very much like a date, except for the word. It wasn't a date.
Yeah.
That's all he said.
I legitimately think it's the thing that I've had on many occasions, which is, oh, you want to do a thing? Yeah, sure, cool, whatever, and then you just go and do it, and don't really think about it. Because I guess by that logic, I've been on a lot more dates than I think I have been, because I just hang out with people. But
Well,
another
the only
part of it is
difference
him
would
not.
be like the intention, right?
What I mean, like from his perspective, she's a child. I don't think he thinks about her as a child until way later.
But her intention, it was a date. So
I don't, yeah, but I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's a fair thing to say, because if one person thought it was a date and the other person didn't, I don't think you went on a date. And that's what I mean. But like by that logic,
it was just a
I might have
misunderstanding.
been on a lot more dates than I was like, hey, I'm gonna go hang out with my buddy. And if they had a thing for me, well, fuck, I didn't know that.
Well, what would the intention be like?
That's what I mean.
Like
I think it has to be mutually agreed upon for it to be a date.
that they wanna be on like further relationship, or whatever, right?
That's what I mean. I think it needs to be a mutually agreed upon thing. Like both people are like, yeah, it's a date, as opposed to the stance he takes for most of the manga, which is I am the older person. I have to take care of the child. Really
Uh,
starts paying attention to her feelings when like she looks him in. What was it? The fireworks go off, and then she goes like, I'm not gonna let fucking fireworks stop me. I love you like an adult, and he goes like, oh, oh, what? Like that's the moment he stopped registering it as a bit.
but you still don't think like even if you are like a normal date, it would just be like they'll still be hanging out, right?
Yeah, well, ultimately, like I said, it's kind of all right. We're doing a thing with the club. I have only one member in my club. You see him on multiple occasions try to get other people to join, and then they bump into Okazaki and they go like, "Nah, I feel like I'm stepping on some shit. I'm getting out of here." And he's like, "No, I wanted more people." He's
I guess
like
she was
bummed about it.
like an asshole before or
He was
something.
super cool with it. No, everybody else was just reading the mood because everybody else could tell that Okazaki was super into him.
You're like, oh,
Remember when they were in the class?
mm-hmm.
You guys get along really well. And he's like, yeah, she's a good kid. And then he goes like, nah, it's like y'all are dating. And he goes, what? And he goes like, yeah. Like, I feel it's just everybody else is going, okay, if I come in here, I'm going to be the third wheel. I don't want to do that. A very nice, welcoming person. Like when they have the chapter way later after he's turned down Fujiwara about the new girl, right? The girl who just came to the school, the freshman.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes to the cooking club, and Okazaki's like going like, yeah, I'll show you how to do this, I'll show you how to do this, da, 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 and she like goes through everything. Like she's not a bad person, and that's what I mean. Like she doesn't try to chase anybody off. It's like everybody else kind of gets what's going on. Even if Yabe doesn't, they can see the writing on the wall. So they're like, you know what? I'm just not gonna nah. Just gonna back off here.
I thought they were like, I thought she was like used to be like a really bad person, but then
Nah,
she liked Yabe.
she's just dumb. That seems to be the only thing.
Yeah,
Punks every single class and the makeups.
I mean,
She's just slow.
yeah,
That's it. She isn't shitty or anything. People are like, wow, she's really loud and proud about who she is, and they don't know how to deal with that. And then after she falls in love with the guy, literally chapter one, everybody else goes like, I can see what's going on here. I'm gonna recuse myself from this. And it takes him like 40 some odd chapters to go like, oh, this wasn't a bit. Oh no. Oh.
so is he just very serious about helping her?
Hell yeah.
That's kind of.
Love that about him.
I'm gonna make her the best cooker
Cause
ever.
he's like,
Okay.
damn it, we're doing this. I believe in you. And that made her go like, he's the only person who's ever believed in me. I'm in. And he was like, yeah, funny child joke. That's an inappropriate joke. You should be more aware of yourself. Anyway, let's talk about making grilled fish today. And then like that's what he does.
I always thought he was. I thought you liked her from the beginning, but you just didn't realize it.
Nah. He never. It was all. That's what I mean. Like the whole manga's him going, "Hello, child," until like she straight up says, "I love you as a woman," and he goes, "Wait a second, all that was for real?" And he's like, "Oh, now I feel really different about all this because now that he has to confront her feelings as another person instead of, haha, it's a
I,
joke."
I, I guess I just can't understand
Uh,
how you could think that was not for real for that long. Because it's basically like
because
2 years, right?
it's 1 year by the time she straight up says it.
Okay, so 1 year of just constantly hanging out with her and her like
Again,
hugging on him. I'm like, okay.
hanging out. But then he sees her hang out with her friends and they like grope each other's tits and stuff. So he's like, "Oh, I guess this is what gals do."
Oh, they
Like
just.
that's what
Uh,
it. Yeah, he's like, "I guess they're just very friendly. Like it's whatever." Besides, this is the prevailing thing. She is a child. Why would a child flirt with an adult man? Like, I guess that's just her being her. You have to think about it from that perspective. Like,
no
hey,
one ever thinks that
I'm
way.
I'm 20 years older than you. Why the fuck would you actually try to date me? That's ridiculous sentiment.
Uh,
Also, she jokes with him whenever he says, "Hey, be serious." She goes like, "Oh, you're so serious. Look at you giving a shit about stuff like that." And it's like, "Ah, I guess she just doesn't think about it."
her that long though. Okay.
Again, child. I that's why the discussion I had with my buddy, our buddy, really, was is he going to focus on the child part or not? Because that's going to be the deciding line.
Yeah, but
Like, because
okay.
the entire
So,
time he says a bunch of shit that's like, "Oh man, she's such a good kid. Oh, she's such a real kid." Like when she's scared of the lightning, the ghosts, right? Which is actually a firefly. The firefly freaks her the fuck out.
mhm.
Right, and she goes like, "Can I please stay on your bed?" And he's like, "Okay, fine. Don't be weird. I'm sitting next to the wall." And she goes, "Can I hold your hand?" And he sees her, and she's like crying, and he goes like, she really is a kid. Like that's not a good. That's that's a hard indicator that he's not thinking of her like an adult. Out of like, yeah, I guess she really is a kid, no matter what, huh? Like it happens repeatedly throughout this first like 40 something chapters. He'll have a moment where he'll just say something like, "Huh, I didn't think you would care about that child," or "Wow, what a nice child." Like he says it a bunch. So I'm
Okay,
like, all
but she
right,
never
when
does that with anybody else.
well, no, she says that
If she does
explicitly
it to
to him.
multiple teachers, I'll be
She
like,
says it
okay.
to him explicitly.
If it's only to the
Yeah,
one teacher.
again, he's like, "I'm the only person who believed in her," so I guess there is a huge wall there of "I am an adult, she is a child. A child would not be attracted to an adult." That like you're moving past very easily.
I know, but I'm not gonna say that no child has ever not liked an adult before,
See, no,
either.
but that's the idea. Is why would that be a thing?
But it happens.
That be a thing? No,
I'm
you're
not gonna
moving
pretend it
past
doesn't
it
happen.
very easily, and that's what I'm saying.
What'd you say? I didn't hear.
Said you're moving past it, assuming that's how he would move past it. Whereas no, that is the first wall. And once you get past that wall, you go, okay, well, I'm probably just being dumb because see how she hangs out with her friends. They're also very touchy and handsy. So that's probably just the thing they do.
You also could have asked her if he wasn't sure. But I guess you never
Why
know.
would you? That's a weird thing to ask a teenager, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a
but
very
it seemed like he
inappropriate thing to
wasn't.
say as an adult man.
But it seemed like he wasn't sure the whole time.
I always read it based on every other chapter, him going like, "What a nice kid," or like, "Behave yourself, child." As no, she is a kid first and foremost, and then the second she says, "No, I don't. I love you as an adult loves another adult," and he goes, "Oh, hold on, time to reread all of those things that happened." I believe I misunderstood this. Ugh, I don't know how to deal with this.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess he has his heart stuck on her, like never liking him that way. Okay.
That's what I mean. Like that's just not a thing I would ever assume. And I assume that as in a person whose position is to take care of the children, that's also not a thing you assume first.
No, I don't see him at first. But I would also look at like this if she's like hugging him or whatever. I'll be like, okay, does she does with other people? No, not
Yeah, she
really.
does with her friends.
Other teachers
But I don't know if they ever mention her talking to any of the other teachers.
or like
Like he seems only to speak with her when they're in the club room or he's like fucking doing a thing.
other
Like the only time they ever interact is the club time.
other guy friends too.
Doesn't have guy friends, I don't think. I think it's just the girls.
Yeah, so I'd be like, okay, does she is she like inappropriate with everybody or just like a select group of people?
I would say just with her real friends, because I don't know if she even has other friends besides fucking Subaraya and Oishi.
So yeah, I would consider all that before. I wouldn't just her as like I wouldn't just seem like oh she will never ever like me or whatever because she just spent a considerable amount of time with him too outside of school, which is not
It's
normal to
yeah, but
start
it's
with.
all under the premise of club activity as opposed to let's just go do a thing. Like it's never just cause he's like we're gonna go pick vegetables so that we can make grilled vegetables. We're gonna do this so we can do like it's all under the pretense of school related. It's never just cause. If anything, he runs into Fujiwara repeatedly just cause.
Uh,
That's unrelated. He has no reason to bump into her or talk to her or anything. I'm just saying he has no
uh,
extenuating connection to her, unlike Okazaki. Because with like Okazaki, right? She's in his club. She's the only member of his cooking club, and he's the one who like helped her out when nobody else believed in her, and he kept practicing with the cookies, right? And that went fine. But like Fujiwara showed up to the room what 3 times before that, and then was like, "Hey, I need to make sure you guys aren't doing sketchy shit. Proved or not doing sketchy shit." She was like, "I'm gonna come back here periodically just because it still feels weird." But you know, that's kind of it. And you know, see her around the school and go like, "Hey, how you doing, kiddo? You doing okay? Whatever." But then like he'll see her outside of school. Like my favorite chapter, the 23rd one, where she gets his phone number by lying really bad, and he's too stupid to pay attention to the fact that she's lying.
like that would never work in real life. But yeah,
Okay, you say that, but I was once told to give me your phone, and I just did it. I was like, Okay."
no, I meant the whole like oh I want this guy's number. I'm gonna say I lost my phone in the snow.
Yeah, you say that, but I don't believe you because I feel I'm that stupid.
I would
Dude.
pretend to not get it, but then I'll just be like,
I guess that's you, dude. I don't pay attention to what people do. I don't.
you don't pay attention to people do.
Not really. Like, beyond like, oh, I wanted to learn this thing about a person. I don't think about the reason people do the things they do. I just let it happen. It doesn't fucking matter to me. Unless I'm actively attracted to somebody, I don't give a shit why you do what you do. You do what you do. Like, it's not a thing I would have thought of. If someone goes like, "Shit, I can't find my phone. Hey, call it real quick." I'd be like, "Okay, yeah, sure. What is it?" Like, I've done that for my friends before. It's not a thing I would have thought of.
I mean, I would have thought about it
I've had
after.
I've had people do that. I've had my friends do that also when I forget where my phone is in a room. Where I'm like, dude, give me your phone. I don't know where the fuck mine is. Let me call it real quick. Like that's the thing is. That's what I mean by like I wouldn't I wouldn't have read it that way cuz also she was kind of drunk at the time. So I'd be like it's very easy for this minor who has had some alcohol to not know where her phone is.
I know, but after
This
you
is
call it
important.
and be like, oh, it's just in my
No, that's what I mean. I would have
pocket.
never thought about it again. I would have never thought about it again.
Oh, you're just
I was
like, oh, it's
a
just in your
kid.
pocket.
Yeah. Dude,
I would
we
be like,
talked with
that
our
seems
friends.
suspicious.
Me, I would have never thought about it. I don't give a shit. She's a child. Why do I care that all I cared about was making sure the kid got home because she was calm drunk and that's bad. Oh fuck, where's your phone? Okay, here, come on, go ahead, call it. And she's like, oh, it's in my pocket. I'm like, well, that's probably because you're drunk and you don't know where your phone is. Whatever.
Oh, I guess I always think about the weird thing first.
Yeah, exactly. That's not my first assumption. My first assumption is she's kind of drunk. Makes sense that she forgot about it. There's times where we've talked about this with our friends where like we'll look for our phones using our phones, and like
Uh,
I've been sober when that happened.
or
Someone
glasses.
being, yeah. No, yeah, no, I actively remember using the flashlight on my phone to look for my phone under my bed and then go, God damn it, I'm a fucking idiot. Like literally go like, fuck, where's my phone? Oh, let me use the flashlight. Where's the fuck? And like this is the thing. And like I said, I was sober when I did that. I would not be shocked if someone had their phone in their pocket while they were drunk and didn't realize it because they were drunk. Like that's not also there's the previously established wall of child. Okay, say
Yeah,
you're just pole vaulting that again.
I just pole vault that wall.
So what? Age ain't nothing but a number, and it's like no. That's a very important distinction. As the person who is obligated to watch the children, the first thing I think of is child. Secondary statement. Everything moves on from there. That's why when it was like when I was talking, I was talking about like, oh yeah, he's gonna pick Okazaki. I just feel like if Fujiwara should have won, because Fujiwara has the least amount of times with him that is, oh hey child, compared to Okazaki. He repeatedly goes, ah, what a nice kid.
The way he
And
rejected her was weird. It was just like he didn't even
it's like,
say good speech. He was just like, oh, I forgot about her.
oh no, it was when she gave him the thing. They didn't show you what they said. It's like he rejected her before the speech. Like it just shows them meeting behind the school, and then like they say words, and then it doesn't show you what they say, and it just cuts to Fujiwara giving the speech. That's why she
Uh,
breaks down into tears in the middle of the speech.
and then
Then
he just
he's
kind of
crying in
ignores
the
her.
crowd. Yeah,
Yeah.
well, he's crying in the crowd because he's like, "Oh fuck, I feel bad about that. I didn't, I don't want to hurt her feelings, but I'm not, romantically interested in her." And then she's not back at school. I have my job to worry about. Why the fuck, Like it's just, just moving on. I hope she's doing okay, and that's that.
And then she tried it again. He's like, are you sure? And
Yeah,
he's like, yeah.
I don't even know if she tried again as much as she was like, "I just want to know where you're at right now,"
I would say it's some
because
effort because she had to come all the way there.
yeah. But that's what I mean. Like, I don't know if it was actually like, hey, still? As much as it was, I want to see how you're doing. I want you to know that I'm doing fine. Because that hurt real bad, but I'm okay now. And I just want to be sure you're okay. She even brought him food and shit. She's like, just want to have a chat. Just want a quick checkup on where we're at.
And then he was thinking about,
Okazaki the whole
yeah,
time.
Okazaki.
Yeah. Because at that point he's like, all right, so graduated. Huh. I mean, now it's my excuse, right? She's a child, but does that matter enough for me to say no? And then the answer to that is no, it doesn't matter enough. I mean, yeah, that's cool with it. And I was like, yeah, all right, that makes sense. I buy the first girl wins. It's the usual thing. You get. I remember the argument made was she spends the most time with him, so he has the most memories with her. And I was like, and my counter argument was she spends the most time with him where he registers her as a child the whole time.
Yeah.
So like that's not exactly great.
So I
But
guess it didn't
he's
really
like
count until.
until she says, "No, I love you," and he goes, "Oh," and
But then,
that's when
but
it starts hitting.
she's still a child, right?
And she's still a kid, and that's why he goes like, "I could never go out with one of my students." And she responds with, "Okay, so if I graduated, is that cool?"
She's still dead from.
Uh,
I
oh,
forgot.
Fujiwara did
That was
nail
a really
that.
good speech,
That was such a good speech, right?
though.
Her whole thing in the beauty contest and the speech thing at the end is so good. I really
I like
love that.
actually felt hurt. Like, oh, that's all.
Yeah, you're like, oh, it's there. Oh, that's heavy, man. I love when she buys the Psychology of Romance book. That was adorable.
Now
When
I'm
she's
gonna
starting
get
to
good.
figure out how she feels. Yeah. She starts figuring out how she feels, and she's like, all right. I've spent my entire life learning from books. Book, tell me what to do. Book, give me hot tips.
You should
What's
lie
the
about your
matchup?
phone.
Yeah. Oh, that's the first one too. What was it? Tricks to get your crush's phone number. Trick number one: pretend you can't find your phone.
That reminds me of
I
those really
remember,
bad
yeah,
ads.
there's like 50 things to do in bad that'll drive your man wild. That like some of them sound like they'll get people hurt. Yeah.
Just,
So
put
like,
a chain around it.
yeah, like no, that's bad. That's not cool. Because some people aren't gonna do it playfully. They'll like hard twist, and that's not. But yeah, and then so she does it when she's kind of drunk on Amazake, and she's like, can't find my phone. Uh, which I love how bad she is at it. Because the whole point of it is she's clearly shitty at acting. That's when it's suspicious.
Hmm.
If she'd been better at acting, it could have just been a thing.
Oh, they also
But
had
the
the
fact that she's
modeling
like,
thing, but she
yeah,
was bad
she,
too.
man, so fuck, I love it.
But
I
she
really
won
do
because
love
of
that
her
though.
last thing.
I
She
mean,
said, "Wait till I
come
graduate."
on, that last line with like just the touch of tears in her eyes is a fucking arrow through the heart. Her line.
Yeah, it does a lot because of her
All
last.
all the other girls are like just going like, "Hey, wanna fuck?" And he's like, "Huh, that's too much." And she just goes, "Just wait until it's not like a problem anymore." And he's like, "Whoa!" I felt that. I felt that deep down. I felt that, and that's why she wins because everyone's like, "Holy shit! Did you hear that?
It
That's
sounds like she actually wants to.
like," and it's like, well, she does, but he wouldn't know that, would he?
Well, she did tell him I wasn't lying about the last part.
Yeah, but that's after the thing. Like
Yeah,
when everybody voted for her,
yeah.
they were like, "Wow, that last line really killed it. You did it, President Fujiwara."
No
And
one
like
was
everyone's like,
expecting it.
"Holy shit!" Yeah, no, cause that shit's strong. It's like when when they went to Okinawa and and like Gabe was fishing, and the other girls were just fucking around in the water. And Nagasaki has like the super soaker.
Hmm.
She shoots Fujiwara and goes like, "Come on, get in the water." She's like, "No, I'm just here to observe." And she shoots her with the super soaker, and then her white dress is like see through. It's like, see, you're wearing a simp suit under it. You're just fucking around. Just do it. And then like Fujiwara takes it out. It's all frilled and like it's clearly a pretty thing.
A pretty
It was,
thing.
yeah, like this was planned. This was presupposed so that this would look particularly flashy.
The swimsuit. Okay.
Not a regular swimsuit.
Oh yeah, she got the fancy one.
I don't know. She got one with like frills.
Yeah, she is
It's
trying
like
to
a
get
bandeau
the.
with like frills. Like, you could tell that that's like a showy thing as opposed to just one like in
Yeah,
general.
not the plain one.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. Like that was planned. You gotta respect that.
But she wasn't even
I
gonna go in
really
the water.
she still had it planned. You see, that's what I mean.
So she comes to
She was
the.
like she came ready.
But then she just
She
doesn't
came
do
like
anything.
just in case, I'm gonna have this here. And then like and then when nothing happened, she was like, all right, fine, say la vie, because she doesn't have it in her to really be like super aggressive. That's her whole thing at the beginning with Okazaki, and she's like, I feel like if I'm going to compete against Okazaki, I'm gonna lose because I'm not out and about like her. Like I can't do that. There's even that one little bit when Okazaki, Fujiwara, and Shirahama are like making something for Valentine's Day,
Hmm.
where Fujiwara goes like, "I wonder if I spoke like a fashionable girl, then maybe I would come off like a lot more confident." And she goes like, this chocolate's totally my kink." And Okazaki goes, "That's not how you say that." And he was like, "Okay, all right, I'm trying. I'm just trying."
Yeah, I do like how much effort she puts the thing. I think
Yeah,
Okazaki actually helped her get more
yeah,
aggressive. Like you see tears down.
yeah, man. That chapter where there was like fucking what is it? Chapter 45, I think, where Fujiwara was like, "Let's play a game where we're classmates," and he was like, "Okay, sure, whatever." And she just gets real coquettish, and he's like, "I don't, this is difficult to deal with because I don't. Do you act like this with other students? I don't know how to." And it's just her to go like, "Yeah, see, I can be on the offensive sometimes. It's great. I love it. I like her a lot."
She's surprisingly aggressive.
Horrible because she tries. She tries so hard. Like Okazaki is like, I get it. Just gun it. And Shirahama, like the two times she makes moves, they're hard moves, as moves. Like when she takes him into the bathroom stall
Hmm.
and goes like, "Feed me the water," and he's like, "Excuse me, I don't know how to." Like Shirahama makes big moves, but infrequent moves. Okazaki makes continual moves, and like Fujiwara doesn't get that many hits in, but the hits that go in are fucking blowouts.
She has the best speeches or whatever,
Yeah,
and also the
that's what I mean.
letter.
She doesn't get a lot of hits in, but she
Like
gets
that, she got the
blowout.
letter in.
Yeah, when she gets those hits in, they're like, holy shit, wow, wow, wow. They're the fucking the thing at the beauty contest, great. But she went out of her way to buy that lingerie, like not sure he would ever see it. Just a thing, just as
She
a
just had
thing.
it ready.
She just had it ready. She's like, you never know. And then the wind did it for her. She's like, I want you to know I'm not usually like this. And he's like, that's cool. That's cool. It's whatever. Taking strats from the book. Like it's like a, yeah. I dig how much effort she puts into it. It's all there. Okazaki's cool. She's not like boring, which is usually the biggest problem with the first girl. They don't get a lot of stuff going on.
She has some stuff.
There's a whole thing about why she just yeah. She has a whole thing about why she fell in love with him. She has her family. Why she ended up a gal because of the person that she looks up to. You know, like, that's a whole thing. She's like, I wasn't confident. I was boyish, and I wanted to be feminine and confident. And, like, gals just reflected so much of that, and I was like, oh, that's really cool. That's an actual thing. And Shirahama has like, or like, she was playing a song on the piano, and then he meets her after school. He goes like, "Hey, I made you a smoothie," and she's like, "You made me a smoothie?" He goes like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah. Here, have this smoothie." And she goes like, "This is really nice. Just no, I was down." He's like, "Cause you play that song on the piano whenever you're down. I just, I figured you needed to pick me up." And the internal thought was, "Why is it that you're so observant only in moments like this?" And good question. Good question. Don't know. Don't have an answer. That guy's great.
He just knows.
Just knows. He's a very dependable guy. Also, actually, at the end of that chapter, Shirahama said a thing that I've heard in personal life multiple times. Man, isn't it great to have a guy that cooks when you're like a businesswoman? And I'm like, oh, I guess that's, yeah, I hear that. I hear that a lot.
I mean, it's nice to have good food in general.
It's like, I guess the idea is like,
I know it's like a pickup
yeah,
line or whatever, but
the thing of like somebody who's able to support me is the thing that from the times I've been told about it, because I like cooking and baking and shit, and then people go like, you know that's a real positive quality, and I'm like, isn't it a thing everybody should be able to you know what, whatever. That's cool. Thank you, I guess. Thank you. The thing I've been told by older like female family members have been, man, the woman you marry is gonna have it made. And I'm like, cause I make things. Cool, cool. It's a positive for everyone that I like to cook, I guess.
I guess. I don't know. I mean, there's no bad side about it.
Yeah, yeah. It's just I don't know. I think it's interesting that it's so valued when I feel like it should be a skill everyone has.
No, some people
Like,
just
hey,
care
hey,
about work.
carry yourself. Just just a little bit. Be clean is what I'm saying. Have because you never know when you're gonna need to go. Fuck, I gotta make rice. That's a skill everybody should have. But I guess people don't
Not in this day
because
and
it's
age.
valued. I guess it's yeah because it's valued apparently. But yeah, I don't have shit else to say.
I feel like the person that came back from college was like the worst one.
Hama.
Yeah, or like I didn't like her the most because she didn't really do too much
Feel
compared
that
to the other one.
Shirahama comes in too late to do shit.
Yeah, like she had her chance.
No, I mean Shirahama in the manga, like the amount of chapters she's in relation to Fujiwara and Okazaki,
Hmm.
have been too late because the manga ends at like 67, 68 chapters. She comes in at like chapter 30, and by then, it's more about fucking Okazaki and Fujiwara than it is about her because like a few chapters after that, Okazaki admits her feelings because fucking Shirahama also says, "Hey, what if I liked you though?"
But
Like I
she
feel like
always
she
liked them,
didn't.
right?
Yeah. So like I don't feel like she had time to do anything. The last like 8 chapters or so felt like it was gunning for the ending. So I don't think she had time to do anything really.
I also like the way they like break the fourth wall sometimes. Like, oh, you're gonna use that cheesy moon quote,
Yeah.
or like he's probably just gonna ask for me her advice. Like she already knows she lost.
I mean, by that point, how could you not know? Because that
Yeah,
was like in the last 8 chapters or so.
they literally had
At
a
that
year.
point, she's out. Yeah,
She still tried.
really have the year. But yeah,
They always still
father
try.
for most
That's
of that
always
year.
interesting.
Okay, yeah, I'll give it that Shirahama still tried because Shirahama was thinking about it to herself. Like I could tell him it's bad. I could like make him regret the idea. But I'm not a monster, so I'm not gonna.
Oh, sorry, because I guess she
Mhm.
knew he liked her.
Yeah, it wouldn't make a difference whether she said it was bad or not. It would just make him feel more guilty about it because he was still gonna be there. All right, fine. If I actually like him, it's more important for him to be happy. So let's just help him out.
Hmm.
Kind of wonder like what happened to her friends because her friends show up maybe 3 times, but they always show up at like when you need somebody else to give a pick me up.
Hmm.
Suburaya and Oishi, like first they show up to make Okazaki kind of jealous, so she'll be a little more serious, and then they show up to give Fujiwara the pep talk. That's like Fujiwara, go for it. The like Fujiwara is able to go like, yep, all right, now that's it, pull in the trigger now. Oh, it feels like they're just there to explicitly move people going forward.
Yeah. Or more to
It's
test
like,
that he doesn't. I don't know. Like,
that's what I mean. They just come in to push people to go forward because they're like, oh, because like you're jealous, right? That means do something.
oh yeah.
Would you wanna? You're unsure, right? Because you're graduating. Well, that means do something.
Do they push the teacher though? I guess
No, but
kind
then
of.
again, Shirahama never really goes for the gun. She lets alcohol do it for her.
I'm surprised she didn't like move on or like get another boyfriend or anything.
Mm.
But,
I don't know, man. It ends with Okazaki and Yabe getting married, so I don't actually know what the fuck happens to anyone else.
they were at the wedding, so
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I don't know what happened to them. I just know they were at the wedding. That doesn't say what they're up to.
oh yeah, you also get that cheesy line like, "I wanna cook with you forever."
Yeah,
Thing.
it's an old thing. The I want to be with you for forever, and then there's just because there's the bit where he goes like, "What's your favorite kind of person?" And he goes like, "I would like someone I could cook with."
Hmm.
Back to that, I guess.
So this is really a cooking manga.
Is it? Is it really?
That's what it all came back to.
There's, I mean, I'm just saying, there's way more shots of like underwear and stuff. I see the names of the dishes they make, but I don't see any specifics.
Like the old lady said,
Onions.
the true
I
way
want
that
to know
man's
how
heart
many.
is cooking. So
Yeah. Although there's that one time that they were making again, it goes back to the chocolates, and Okazaki's like, I'm gonna put the turtle blood in his chocolate so his dick gets hard. And Fujiwara's like, why? Why are you doing this? And she goes, my plan is earn Yabechi's heart through Yabechi's dick. I really don't think that's gonna do anything. But then she has the imagine spot of what it does do something, and then it's me and not her. I'm like, oh, you fucking horrible children trying to drug a man.
this is the second
Bad
time or
times.
third time we
Bad
saw
times.
someone try to trick someone.
I think third. I think that's three.
Why is that a common trope?
I guess because it's supposed to be funny. Um, yeah, I guess it's supposed to be funny.
Yes.
Not, but I mean, it's supposed to be. What made me laugh was just the one thing where Fujiwara is it's during the beauty contest thing, and everyone's saying, "Oh, how do you welcome your husband home?" And Fujiwara says, "Welcome home," and that's it. Like, and the other girls go like, "Wanna fuck?" Um, but Fujiwara's inner monologue, like her imagined spot that she has a bunch of, one of them is like, if I were actually married to Mr. Yabe, and then it cuts to her like standing in a doorway going, I missed you so much. Please, I need to feel your embrace. And I'm like, wow, that's hardcore for just a fuck. Just a fucking hug. That's not wow. All right. All right. That's a lot of words for a hug. That's a lot of words for a hug. And she goes, that's I'm not gonna say that. Welcome home. And that's it. That I like that.
She could have said a third thing, but she didn't.
Ah.
It's not her. I think I'm good.
Yeah, I got nothing else besides like, hey, I like Fujiwara. Okay, so nothing, right? It's not really anything.
But it's not like
It's not
air.
absolutely nothing, but it's like kind of nothing,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Definitely
It's
sweet.
sweet. That's all right.
It's like
I want to
default.
say,
It's
but
like I
here's the
knew
thing.
here. I
I
knew
want
we
to.
were gonna say sweet before we even
Hey,
started
no,
this.
but here's the thing though. I want to make it a thing girls are into because honestly, it seems to be that as it repeatedly comes up, it is girls helping each other out, trying to get a guy to fall in love with them. That's and also the manga looks nice.
Eh,
Dig it.
I didn't.
I,
I didn't like some of the background shots.
I like the expressions. Like the people are
The
really
people were drawing nicely. Yeah.
really great.
But the background is like really.
Like when Fujiwara and Yabe are crying at the end, it was like fuck that's intense.
Yeah.
So how about chocolate strawberry crepe?
Chocolate, strawberry. Then we associate chocolate with like bitter. You know.
Well, no, it's not bittersweet chocolate.
So if you
It's
milk
like
chocolate.
yeah, but that's what I mean. A chocolate strawberry crepe isn't made with bittersweet.
Ah.
It's made with either milk or semi-sweet, and then the strawberry and whipped cream, and the crepe itself, because the crepe is basically a tiny pancake, is also sweet. So it's like very light and airy because there's fucking nothing going on, really. But it's not actually
Wouldn't the
nothing.
chocolate be dense?
Oh no, dude, crepes weigh nothing. Crepes weigh like about as much as a sheet of paper. They are ridiculously thin.
Okay, I guess it could be chocolate, strawberry, great.
Yeah. I'm like, girls dig it. It's a very popular thing. It's pretty. It weighs almost nothing.
Okay.
All right. Well, I guess that's it for that.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
It's time for the news.
Yeah, what you got?
Do you know I can't pronounce her name. The girl from Iron Man?
From
Gwyneth
Iron Man?
Paltrow. Iron Man's wife.
Oh, the actress?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what about Gwyneth Paltrow?
She started a Netflix series
I
called
did
The
not.
Goop Lab
What the fuck? What? Wait, like named after her stupid fucking
Company. Yeah.
yeah, her lifestyle brand thing.
which is also stupid. But yeah.
I mean, yeah, yeah, it's dumb, but
So now it's
I
like
didn't know
behind
she
the
had a
scenes.
Netflix show. What is it? Okay,
Oh my
what does
god,
that even mean?
it's ridiculous.
What does that even mean? Because
They
it's
get
like,
like
does
a
she just like
borderline
sell like
homeless
ice
guy
cream?
that goes in the freezing water to help them find their like true selves.
What? What does that mean?
I don't even know what the show's supposed to be. It's like a reality TV show of a company that sells really bad products.
They don't sell bad products. They sell pointless things. The things aren't bad. They're just pointless.
Ah, okay, yeah, they're pointless.
Like,
They're
like,
fake, basically.
yeah,
But
it kind of.
the first thing was they just get like 100 needles in their faces.
But like acupuncture.
Yeah,
Okay.
and
Wait.
then
So,
they have 6 episodes on Netflix right now.
but I don't get what it is.
I don't get it either. It's
Why are
like
you telling me about it if you can't tell me what it is?
okay, I'm trying to explain it, but I guess it's called the Goop Lab. So you go.
I know that. You said that at the
Okay, I'm gonna
beginning.
try. I'm trying to explain again. You go
All right.
see what they do every day.
What is they?
The Goop Lab. So I guess the company, the brand she owns is called the Goop.
I know the brand she owns is called Goop. You said they do. I'm asking who
The
they
the
is.
company, people that work in the company,
Okay.
like the food editors. I don't know what that means.
Okay.
Um,
Well, they talk about cooking stuff. So I guess the people who like write the articles about the food.
I guess.
Okay.
Um, so they have meetings, and this is the confusing part about what they should do the show on, or like what they basically want to do today.
Oh. Oh, okay. You know what it sounds like?
What?
To me that what we're actually watching is a television show produced on the premise of, hey guys, we just want to show that we're regular people.
Yeah, it's
That's
like
what it
that.
sounds like.
Yeah.
And that's fucking dumb. Okay, that's all right, cool, I get it now. It's a brand attempting to legitimize themselves as people. Cool.
They're making it worse.
Whatever. Yeah, yeah. Well, haven't you ever like fucking read brand Twitters? Like
Have
it's
you read her
depressing how hard
Twitters?
they try to reach out.
Have you read Grenna's
Gwyneth
Twitter?
Paltrow?
Yeah.
No, I
She
haven't.
said
Why the
she's
fuck would I care
African.
what Gwyneth Paltrow has to say? Yeah, all right. Again, that's whatever. I really don't care compared to like God, which one should I pick? Because there's so many. Like remember when KFC made a VN to show you that they were still with it? Like that just depresses me, dude. You're not a like I
I
and
didn't
the
even
end
know it was
of
the
it is
KFC
haha
thing.
go by KFC. Yeah, like that's there's so many brand Twitters that just have like they're just like, hey man, here's a cool meme. Buy our Wendy's fucking pretzel burger or whatever the fuck. Like it's I can't bother with it. Or Taco Bell. People will like send tweets to Taco Bell and Taco Bell will give a witty response. And like it was kind of cute the first time, but like now you kind of remember that it's just a bunch of people trying to seem that they're in with youth culture to make you want to associate them with better things because it's still a business. So,
Uh,
person,
yeah, I guess it's this basically is just lying on Netflix.
that's just a TV show. It's a TV
Yeah.
show version of those stupid brand
But some of
Twitters.
the people in the company don't know they're lying. So she's like, "Oh, I didn't feel anything when the weird massage guy said he could feel my energy."
Mm,
So she was like off
mm,
character, and then they went to the camera lady, and she started fake crying.
okay,
I thought that was funny.
that sounds strange. All right, look, here's an example. Here's a tweet from McDonald's. Flowers may say I love you, but fries say I get you. Like, shut the fuck up. God, this is so. I
They
hate it.
get you with heart disease. Yeah,
Stand you. You you live in poverty, so you need fast food.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
Jesus.
Okay, I guess it's more
Yeah.
depressing. I'm sorry.
Yeah, now I'm just kind of sad that there's a TV show dedicated to this banal bullshit.
They hired a homeless person. Holy shit.
I hope that guy's okay. Like, you know that once the show's over, they're gonna go, all right, get the fuck out of here. Like, they don't care. So, man, I hope that guy's okay.
And it seems really weird because Iguana has to do the things they say, and she seems really uncomfortable doing it. Like the homeless guy just says, "Okay, now do 10 push-ups," or no, he just says, "Do push-ups." How many? Just go.
Go until I say you're done.
And she's like, "I can't do push-ups."
Mm,
It's like, "No, you have to do them."
mm,
I'm like, All right. Yeah, I'll stop talking about it. It's more depressing when we think about it.
This just seems strange. Yeah. I have a thing I want to talk about just because this is a thing that interests me. So you know how like because the coronavirus is a thing. A lot of things have been ending or postponed or stuff like that, right?
Hmm.
It's been going nonstop. Is not giving a fuck. Is wrestling.
Wow.
Because it's just it's just been a thing. But what's interesting is that wrestling will have no crowds. So if you watch the show as it's been happening recently, they will have to put in extra effort. It's been way crazier than normal because they don't have a crowd to work off of. They have to like double and triple down some shit.
What was it like?
It's like this whole fucking ghost routines and like undead, like it's a thing.
Oh
But
wait,
here's
they're
the
still pretending.
Kayfabe
Holy
is
shit.
kayfabe. Fuck you. You go to the grave for kayfabe. Anyway, here's the thing. They finally have one confirmed person.
So they can't do it
And
anymore.
I don't know what that means because here's here's the words of a WWE TV production person. We believe this matter is low risk to WWE talent and staff, as the individual and a roommate became symptomatic in the days following exposure to two people working in acute healthcare on the evening of March 26th. So, yeah, the employee has had no contact with anyone from WWE since being exposed to the two individuals. Is doing well and has made a complete recovery. So they're like, I think we're good. Um,
Okay.
and I don't. That's not cool.
I don't think wrestling
That's
gives.
not cool.
I mean, they're still
I'm just
pretending. It's
saying
a
that.
ghost
I'm
town,
just
so
saying there's some old dudes there, and they might die.
yeah.
For people who work for it, I guess if they die of COVID, they might have to stop. But boy, do I hope people don't die from wild shit like that.
Maybe wrestling took it a little too seriously.
And they took, yeah.
Did
I
they really
mean,
say
some
it's a ghost town?
no. I mean, there's like ghost stuff that's going on. Look, man, if I
That's still
explain to you
bad.
every bit that has ever happened in wrestling, it would take forever. Even
I just went
explaining
the
a
recent
single
ones.
man storyline takes 30 minutes. So here's what you need to know: wrestling continues. It doesn't stop. It doesn't stop for anyone. I don't know why, but it doesn't stop.
You know, it doesn't stop. Esport.
Hey, you say that, but a real person got his entire career ruined for rage quitting during during a game recently.
Oh, I mean, it's not through him, but not as a whole. So,
I mean, just saying.
esports and wrestling, yeah.
Some people's lives get get crashed, crash and burn. But yeah.
Esports is very
Yep.
serious.
Okay.
If you rage quit, it's your contract.
Out, you out, baby. Saying. It's the thing. You can be out. You can't be gone and forgotten quickly. Sponsors drop you like a hot fucking.
They get new Fortnite players every week and Call of Duty players
Are there that many?
and FIFA players. Yes.
FIFA, and Fortnite, I'm aware of. Call of Duty, I didn't know that was still like you can replace a guy in an hour. Like I didn't know it was still like that.
Yep.
Well, instead of keeping it down, let's get hype.
Let's get hype.
Get hype. All right, what are you hype about?
Criminal Girls.
Oh, right, you're still playing Criminal Girls. Okay, how's that going?
So I'm at the end of the game. I found
Okay,
there's an extra mission. There's like more to it if you beat the last boss twice,
okay.
and it's a lot.
You're headed. Oh, okay.
It's like we've got to beat the mastermind. Everything's corrupt. It doesn't have much of a plot, but
Okay.
I like that it's trying to have one.
I mean, um, not everyone can be Dog Days.
Yeah, that's true. Like,
All
how can we
right.
keep this going? But yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's like an RPG game. I kind of
The
like.
first one, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you still have to. I don't know. It's not even. It's kind of like Pokemon, but not even that good as Pokemon.
I wouldn't say Criminal Girls is Pokemon, because you do punishment time.
I guess the evolving's different.
So Japanese. I love it.
Yeah,
I love you, Criminal Girls. Nippon Ichi, NIS. You gotta love them. They'll publish some shit that either will never leave that country, or if it does, will never see the light of day from other people. That's the first one, right?
first Corona goes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Invite only.
and the second
Oh
one's never
boy.
gonna come out. Not here.
Yeah, I do.
It came out in U.S.
I got a physical PSP, PSV to copy. Well, not physically with me right now because, for those of you who don't know, I'm in Florida, instead of New York. But yeah. Oh, but I have an English copy of Criminal Girls too.
I thought it never would come out. Oh, okay.
I,
It's
you
not
know,
gonna come out on like Steam though.
no, you know what never came out? Uppers, and I will always be salty about that.
Nah, it's too much.
So good though. So it's too late now. Upper's almost had a chance. And then Sony was like, no, no more gross stuff. And I'm like, damn it, why couldn't you do it after Uppers got out? I want the panty slot, the panty shot slot machine, so that I can beat up other people for other girls
No,
to think
it's
I'm cool.
unchristian. It's not cool.
That in a German suplex 3 dudes, and I'll do it. I swear I'll do it. Just tell me what you need, and I'll do it. It's the game that is literally girls are watching, and I regret never being able to get it here in the West. I'll have to buy a Japanese copy. I don't have another choice. But you know what? I will have a choice to play. It's gonna be coming out. I'm back on my old vampire shit, y'all.
I'm back on my old vampire shit.
And
Oh, you mean
I never shut
Castlevania?
up about Vampire the Masquerade.
Oh, Vampire Massacre.
No, I never shut up about Vampire the Masquerade.
What game is coming out?
Every time I get a chance to talk about it, I talk about it. Shadows of New York. Okay, so do you remember Coteries of New York?
The VN.
Right. Coteries. Yeah, there's a standalone expansion. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's standalone, so you can play it by itself. You don't need to play Coteries of New York, but you could play it to get a little more context. Because you're now playing a member of the La Sombra. Eh? Yeah, the La Sombra.
No,
Come on. No?
I
No?
never heard of that.
Social Darwinists? All right, fine. Look, they're a different clan. There's like the 13 clans, right? So
Mm-hmm.
why wouldn't you get another one? These are the ones that lead the Sabbat. The Sabbats are the other side of the other organization that fights the Camarilla.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're the leaders of the Sabbat. Dominate and Potence. And 5, I think they have Potence, Dominate, and fucking Oblivion, which is like a whole other thing, which is like, I summon shadow monsters and shit. Like, it's wild. So yeah, you play as a La Sombra, and you're investigating the death of the Anarch Movement leader in the area. So, yep, it's another VN with a whole bunch of shit going on, and I really, really can't wait to play it. It's gonna come out this year. There's no date besides 2020. It's a VN, so it shouldn't take too long. It got announced like a week ago, more or less. I'm excited. I'm on my vampire shit. You're not wrong to say Castlevania, because Castlevania is another thing where I'm like, yeah, I'm here. Did you say vampires? I'm here. Very few times I'm not in on vampires. I've given things shots just because they were vampires, and I was like, fine, I'll try. And I was like, this sucks. I'm out.
So now you
So
just
yeah,
everything vampire.
I'm waiting. I like vampire things, period. I like urban fantasy, like werewolves, vampires, that kind of shit.
Uh,
Post-apocalypse and urban fantasy, I'm really hard in on. A high fantasy guy. Yeah. Shadows of New York, where you play as a La Sombra, which is Spanish for the shadow. So that makes sense.
Play as a shadow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can control
Good
shadows.
for me. I mean, yeah,
While being a
you
vampire.
fucking summon horrible monsters because you're a vampire with shadow powers.
It sounds like the mage ones, but now it's just
Oh,
shadows
the
instead.
Demetri?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not blood magic. It's similar, but not the same thing.
What do you like suck out their essence or something? And, like make a
Sort of.
shadow out of their soul.
Sorta. You can. It's a thing, but I genuinely haven't played many. But there's a lot of options with the new Oblivion. Fucking God, what's the word? Discipline. That's what they call it in Vampire the Masquerade. Yeah, there's a lot of options with the new Vampire Discipline. I've been reading the fifth edition book to learn the new stuff. So but yeah. So I'm just really waiting for that VN to come out so I can play it, and that's kind of it a bit for me.
All right. Well, I guess that's it.
Yeah, I guess that's that. This has been Manga Palate. Thank you for listening. And if you guys are still here, you guys get it.
Yeah, you guys get it.
Yeah, you get it. Bye.